So I figured I might as well make a Noir guide today because Noir got a skin which is quite popular, and a few people did ask me how I build Noir, so it's just the perfect time to make a Noir guide. I'm not really into these weeb skins. They do look nice. I like this one, and I like the Nemesis one the best. The Nemesis one looks so good, but I'm not really into these weeb skins. This Noir one is actually really good. It just looks a bit doncy, so that's a problem. If you use the skin a bit too much, it might be a bit questionable why you're using the skin so much. So yeah, but it is a good skin. But really questionable if this is your favorite skin. Really questionable. But yeah, the guide, it's just not going to be in-depth guide. It's just going to be a little rundown. So if you're looking to use one build in every mode, then this is it. It's not going to be crazy in-depth like positioning and all that bullshit. It's not going to be a guide like that. It's just going to be a quick how to play, how to build. So if you're looking to play on Conquest, then this start might be a bit different. So I'm going to explain it now. In Conquest, you don't want to get your free first because you only can get one ability and needs to be the most efficient, which is the one. The one is the most efficient because it can hit every single target. And when you have like baboons and ape playing the solo role, they don't really care to inline the minions, so the free can be actually better because they just care about their health and surviving, which I do agree they have to care about that most because they're taking a shit ton of damage. So if you're playing with like randoms that don't actually care about you, then get the one because it is actually more beneficial. But if you're playing with people in the solo lane that can spare more time for you to hit every single minion of the free, then get the free. But most people won't have that in their game. So you're playing ranked or casuals, I recommend getting the one because it can hit every single target, allowing their health to be low. So both of you can kill every single target, all three camps. The ability you want to max is the free. The free is the main part of her kit. If the free's down, Noir's complete dog shit, and she doesn't really work as well. So make sure the free is the first ability to max because the main part of her kit. Then make sure you max it too. A little tip I'm going to give you now is that when you turn level 3 and turn level 4, invest 2 points into the 2 because she gets 2 minions straight away. If you invest another point, it won't work. It will only work and give you 3 minions when it's maxed. So the little tip is level 1 of clay minions will give you 1 minion. Then level 2 it will give you 2. So at level 3 and 4, invest 2 points into the clay minions to give you 2 minions. 2 minions is kind of good because it drops their protections of targets they hit, and it will allow you to provide CC, easier CC to hit. And if you can provide more CC early game as Noir, it will make the jungle or any teammate around you hit their abilities, which is kind of nice. And then, after that, you want to probably invest some points into the ult when you can, and then the leftovers go into the one because the one is complete dog shit throughout the whole game. It's just dog shit, not good, not really needed. It can only count a few gods. It's just not good. But yeah, that's how you level Noir. How to build Noir. It's quite simple. She can use kind of any item. I think she's like the only mage that can use any item like really well. But just for anyone, if you're shit at the game, you're good at the game, or you're newer to the game, this build is going to be good for you because it can work for anyone, top players and bad players. So the first item you're going to get is Sand of Time. It gives CDR, it gives 25 power and MP5. Noir doesn't really struggle with CDR early game because she has like low cooldown and a free. But late game, it is nice to have more CDR on her because you can do a lot of damage with her kit. The next item you're going to get after Sound of Time is a Spear of Deso. The reason why you would get Spear of Deso next is because it provides crazy power and there's a strong power spike for how much the item cost. The item costs 2,350, so a huge power spike early game for the price, and it gives you 10 CDR and it gives you additional CDR within the passive. So if you're playing alpha modes like Arena, Slash or Joust, then this passive would work, I think, back to back if you get multiple assists or kills. Meanwhile in Conquest it won't be as efficient because there's not many people within your area. So yeah, get this item first. Second item will be Rod of Tahuti. Rod of Tahuti is kind of her main item because it can be used on the ultimate. Her ultimate is actually really annoying and really scary for people late game because it does a shit ton of damage. Early game it doesn't, sadly, but late game it does. This item is quite expensive, so make sure that you get your farm correct before buying this item. It costs 2,850 and it gives you 140 power. It gives you 8% pen, and the passive gives you additional 20% additional power against targets below 6% health, which is majority of the time that targets are below a certain threshold. But yeah, this item's really good. It just costs quite a lot. Next is the coin. The reason why we're getting the coin because it provides more magical penetration. Magical penetration is quite important for mages because tanks like Hercules and Maui and Yamoja, they're really tanky, and for someone like Noir, these characters will be annoying in your face and you have to get them out of your face because you can't actually escape. So having more penetration would help targets die quicker and help your teammates burn these targets down with Noir's kit. The reason why you want to get the coin over Obsidian Shard is this item here. They're basically twins. They're literally the same item, but one is more beneficial than other characters. Meanwhile, the other is helping other characters. So Noir benefits off the coin more than Obsidian Shard because she can stack the item with her ultimate. Meanwhile, other characters can't do that, like Persephone or maybe like Hell. They can't use that item because they can't stack this item quick as Noir. But once this item is stacked, it is really good. It gives you CDR, it gives you more MP5 and HP5, so that's a good touch to it. But it requires 8 stacks, and in order to get stacks, you need to get kills and assist. And with the Noir ult, it's more easy for you to help someone get an assist, and it's so it helps someone get a kill, and you can get the assist, or you can help someone else get the assist, and you can get the kill with the ult. So it is actually her best item compared to Obsidian Shard. Next, you want to get Soul Gem. The reason why you want to get Soul Gem is because it helps on the ult again. It's just like all the other items. On her ultimate, after 3 stacks, if you want to know how to stack, you have to hit minions or anyone with abilities apart from the 2. The 2 doesn't give you a stack. The 1, 3, and the ult will give you stacks. Once you have 3 stacks, it will give you an additional 20% additional power to your ultimate. So every single target will be affected by this with your ultimate. And on top of that, it gives you 10 CDR. So like I mentioned, the more you can spam your ult, is the more annoying it is because it's extremely strong late game. And with this build, you're going to have max CDR because you have CDR from the Spear of Deso. Like I mentioned, you get CDR from Sand of Time, and this is going to give you extra 10. And late game, when Sand of Time is at level 20, you can upgrade it to give yourself bonus damage and additional 10 CDR. So this item is going to give you a 10 CDR for you to hit the threshold of 40% CDR. Yeah, this item is really good. It's not as good on other people anymore because they nerfed it, but on Noir it's still a core item because of the ultimate. And then late game, just your last item will be Soul Reaver. The reason why you want to get Soul Reaver is so you can rip down tanks with a lot of health. So again, targets like Hercules, Ymir, they're quite bulky when it comes to health, and they're really annoying if they get protections with health. So Soul Reaver does a shit ton of damage to targets with a lot of health because it scales off health, not actual damage. So if you have maybe a Hercules in your face of like 3000 HP, then he'll be taking a ton of damage from Soul Reaver. Compared to a mage will not take as much damage from Soul Reaver because it scales off health, not just power. So yeah, that's the Noir build. Really, you want to upgrade the Sand of Time. Oh wait, you have to be level 20. Once you're level 20, you want to get the left one. The left one will give you again additional 10 CDR and more power, and at late game you should have around 800 power. The reason why I have 745 is because I don't have red buff and other additional things buffing me like the potions, but your power should be around 800. With Fire Giant, it's possible it will be 900 or even 1000 if you have every pot in the game, but for now it's only 745. This is the best build you want to have late game. And if you're wondering what glyph should I get on Rod of Tahuti, any of these are good. There's no confirmed winner. This one is situational and this one's also situational. So if you want to get the right one, it might work sometimes. If you want to get the left one, it might work sometimes. But which one would I would get? I'll get the left one because it kind of works with your kit more easy compared to the other one. It doesn't work with the kit as much. So I will get the left one. Some people get the right one. There's no confirmed winner, but that glyph on Noir, any is fine. It doesn't matter. But yeah, this is the newer guide. Kind of simple, kind of quick. I didn't want to make it too long because people get boring, and I didn't want to make it in depth because I don't think people care about in depth really. They just want to have a build and use it. If you didn't understand any garbage I just said, because I know I rushed this shit, I'm sorry, I had to rush it because I want it to be like at least 10 minutes. But if you didn't get anything I said, just leave a comment or message me on Discord and I'll reply and just tell you in text. But yeah, most people should understand because it is quite simple. It's not a hard god to understand. It's just a simple god with a simple kit, with a simple build. If you go into any mode like slash, joust, arena with this build, it would always work. There's no method in how to build and how to use this build. Unlike other characters where building stacks is kind of important, this character has nothing like that. The only thing I would recommend with this build, every time you ult, you want to make sure that the soul gem has 3 stacks. So if you look in the bottom left, it has 0 stacks. So every time I use a minion, every time I hit a minion or a god, I have 1 stack. So I have 1 right now. If I hit them again with another ability, I'll get 2. But you can't level with the 3. No, you can't level, you can't get stacks with the 2 because it doesn't work. So if I use the 3, no, I'll keep it in the 3. If I use the 2, it won't work. You can't gain stack to the 2 because it doesn't allow you to gain stack to the 2 on minions or enemy gods. So the only abilities you can gain stacks on is the ultimate, the 1 and the 3, but you don't want to use the ultimate for stacks because it's going to be using the stacks. So try to go to camps and gods and try to stack up to 3, and once it's up to 3 and you ult, it will do a ton of damage to everyone who gets hit by the ult. That's literally it. The ult looks kind of nice, by the way. That's the first time me seeing it on the skin. But yeah, I hope you like the guide. I don't think I'll make another newer guide anytime soon because she's just, again, quite simple. But yeah, that's about it. So if you did like the guide, please leave a like and please subscribe, and I'll try to make more newer videos possible. I don't think I like making videos anymore because the game is quite boring. But for people that want to know how the build works, I might make a newer video for you guys. But yeah, thanks for watching.